Hello everyone. It's 2:46 p.m. in the afternoon. So I feel extremely dirty. Um so this is what I'm gonna do. I haven't been here in a long time, and I'm gonna give y'all a tour of the walking trail for Audubon Park. This is Audubon Park right here. I decided not to go to the library today, and I gotta pee. I don't know where I could go pee at. This is Uptown, New Orleans, Audubon Park. Um, so I'm wondering if I can walk 3 laps. So someone gave me enough funds for another night at that hotel, but it might be the situation that because of the festival, that might be why the hotel is supposedly booked up. So I don't know, but I couldn't renew another night, so I didn't go to the library. Excuse me. So here I'm just gonna show y'all a tour. I used to walk this trail every day going to work when I used to work the zoo job. Look at this. I don't remember this. My phone battery's like at 88% by now. So I used to walk this walking trail to and from work every day on the days that I worked. Excuse me. Because, see, this is Audubon Park. So the zoo is on the other side. I don't know if I can walk 3. I used to be able to walk 5 and 6 laps, but I'm planning to walk 3. Me walking this trail probably contributed to me losing so much weight between 2017 and 2019. Well, I mean, after I had became homeless in 2018, I was still kind of slimmer. Look, she squeezed through this short distance, the one in the green. She was jogging and she squeezed through here. She had all that space over there. So I took the St. Charles streetcar to get over here. I don't know if this video can be uploaded today, tomorrow, or if I have to wait until Monday. This is my first time walking this trail since being back in New Orleans. It got warmer. And this is the trees, I think, is Spanish moss. One neat thing about this phone is you can take pictures while you're doing a video if the camera's facing that way. So yeah, I had enough funds for another hotel night if I would have stayed like Perps, Masonic Red and Blue. I had enough money. I have enough money that if I could have stayed another night at that hotel, I could have still been there. But he said that they were sold out. So I had to cancel the reservation, and I don't know if I still have to suffer on the streets tonight. So I was forced to get dirty and violated while riding the bus. And I can't put the trash bag over the seats anymore because the trash bags make me slide off the seats. I even got to a point where I was trying to do some jogging. Last time I walked this trail, I was not homeless, and I had a freaking job. This was in 2018. Last I remember. This is one of my favorite parks in New Orleans. And I used to come here all the time. I recently wrote a fiction short story about something associated with Audubon Park. Yeah, I feel like all my clothes are contaminated and dirty now. Filthy. If I would have got to do laundry at the hotel and then get my clothes all get dirty, I would have been more mad. Look how beautiful. And they got, yeah. So I'm down to 3 trash bags left. And I need some more trash bags and other hygiene items and supplies. And I was able to brush my teeth. I brushed my teeth with some of the salt water, the Himalayan pink salt water. And also, I brushed my teeth with salt water mixed with turmeric. And I was able to take a shower. I had to take a bath. And I couldn't wash my hair because the water went back cold again. Like, the water tricked me into thinking it was going to be so hot. And then it tricked me and it got back cold again. I guess I'm going to do 2 or 3 laps. Excuse me. and I got my jacket on and everything. It's warmed up a lot today, but it's supposed to be back cold again tonight and every day until this coming Thursday. A fake flamingo. Flamingo. This is a golf course. And when I was riding on the St. Charles streetcar, they had a bunch of perps with the arm out the window and elbow against the window and stuff, Mainly the elbow against the window. And that was the main thing they felt like harassing me with today, I got some one headlighters and all that too. Yeah, it's hard trying to fight to be normal, or when people pressure you so hard to be normal when you have a disability, or they abuse you worse. Man, I got a long way to go. I've been wanting to do this for a long time to show y'all the tour of Audubon Park. And one day, I would like to show y'all the tour of City Park. And I forgot what that area is. I guess Bayou St. John or something like that. Maybe. It was hard to do all this stuff during the winter when it was cold and everything, you know. Me being a failed photographer. I'm trying to take pictures as well. Yeah, when the camera's facing me, I can't take pictures while filming. I don't remember what may have changed since the last time I was here. But I'll say this inner side of the walking trail, I don't remember this path right here. But it probably was there, and it's, you know, for the golf course. Yeah, so I hate to have to suffer out on the streets and then menstruating. So it might be because the event, why the hotel sold out. But the website didn't say, excuse me, the website tried to make it like they have rooms left. But I hope the guy wasn't perping and lying to me, you know, or just didn't want me there, but I don't know. Because if the hotel would have said sold out, if the hotel would have sold out, it would have said sold out. I don't know. But he's like, oh, the website ain't going to tell you. Yes, it would. If they tell you how many rooms they got left, they'll tell you what hotel is sold out. So I don't know if he was playing site games and just didn't want me there, you know, or in perping. It's a possibility, but then maybe not. Whoa, all these flies. Oh, it's a dead caterpillar. Oh, excuse me. They have so many flies because that's a dead caterpillar, but here's a live caterpillar. They used to traumatize us about the caterpillar thing. You know, about how caterpillars will sting. I forgot caterpillars even exist. You usually see them around springtime and then they become butterflies. Or like you read in science, they would tell us about the caterpillars, how they go in the larva stage and cocoon stage, and this stage, and then become a beautiful, pretty butterfly. And I've seen lots of butterflies any time of the year, even November. I've seen monarch butterflies. Let me see. The baby footsie. And I used to walk this trail and listen to my Christian songs just about every day. Almost. I will try again to see about how to find a possible dentist for my tooth. I hate when the gang stalkers pretend that they fake care about or fake concerned about you, and it's just their way to try to control you and insinuate that you're stupid, and it's a way to coercively infantilize you, you know. And even if I wasn't here, I used to go for walks just about every day, like 3 hours a day. And I tried to do some jogging too, you know. But dealing with the gang stalking and forced homelessness, I'd be so worn out from being the homeless survival that I don't even get the opportunity to exercise or have, fitness or whatever, you know. We're almost close to the zoo side. And I used to take the streetcar and then walk down this trail and then go to the zoo. Some days when I had that zoo job. Yeah, the zoo job was when the fake manager told the employment workforce center, she wrote a letter saying, do not ever hire this person again. You know, and that right there is letting you know that if you're targeted, you've been blacklisted. And I was even workplace mobbed with the zoo job as well. Okay. I'm pausing to take pictures too. Even with the little stuff that you think is meaningless. That's clover. Clover is an edible flower. You can eat that, and I heard it's highly nutritious. Edible weeds. But I heard do not eat edible flowers or edible weeds close to the city where they have a lot of vehicles because of the chemicals from gas, from the cars and stuff. If I didn't have all this stuff and was in better shape, maybe I could be doing some jogging or running. Look, even if I wanted to take a picture of this, see what he did? He just tried to run so close, jog so close by me on purpose. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he was purping with the red, and he tried to get close by me on purpose. He just jogged like extra close by me on purpose. Okay, so now we're closer to the zoo side. And they have a pool by the zoo. But, I think it doesn't open until after Memorial Day. And then they close right around Labor Day. But I think at some point they will have pools to open only on the weekends and then open all summer. Excuse me. I knew this walking trail was long, but it's longer than I remembered. Is it really going to take me over a whole hour to walk around here? Maybe I won't do 3 laps. But I still ended up getting jobs after Amanda. Yeah, her name was Amanda too. She was half Chinese, half white. And she started off fake nice. Well, I quit because it's just too much happening, And I got tired, and I even got robbed at work. Like, and that guy that robbed me must have been a perp. He robbed me and pretended like he was a employee. He was a former employee. Yeah, I got robbed at work. 3-something in the afternoon. And then I saw a couple of snakes roaming freely at the zoo. See, here's the sign for the zoo. So that's the zoo that right there. So I'm on the other side and about halfway through the walking trail, almost. and gotta go back around the other side. Yeah, I thought I was gonna walk a couple of miles. Walk a couple of laps. I'll just walk one and just sit down and chill and maybe listen to my favorite Christian songs or I don't know. I mean, me having all my bags and my jacket on is making it harder. I don't feel as free. I just do one lap. I used to do like 2 or 3 laps if I was just walking for exercise. I would walk one way and then come back and walk the reverse. But like walking laps, I guess it really does clear your mind sometimes, you know, if you ain't being gang stalked while walking laps. Like before, I started realizing all this. You know, I could go and walk laps or go for a walk for 3 hours and was losing weight. But after that thing happened in 2020, everybody gained weight. And I gained weight and have not been able to lose it since, dealing with my homeless situation. So it seems like in my situation, if I had housing and didn't have to worry about gang stalking and could go for walks, I could be losing weight. But when I got to deal with homelessness and suffer suffer on the streets, by the time I get in the hotel, I'm trying to rest my body. You know, my body doesn't get rest when I'm on the streets. So it doesn't look like I'm able to get the hotel. That truck Perp had elbow against the window, and he removed his fake arm after passing by me. So it's like I can't even have an uninterrupted, peaceful walk. But thankfully, me walking on this trail, the gang stalking is not too bad. But when I was on the streetcar and when I was waiting on the bus at the hotel, the gang stalking was kind of heavy. But my stomach was hurting so bad with the menstrual cramps. I almost thought I was gonna have to take an Uber to the library, but I pushed myself and I just didn't go to the library, and I took the bus to come here. But took 2 buses and a streetcar to get over here. And it took, it took me 2 hours. 2 hour, 3 buses in 2 hours. Yeah, I guess this little trail right here must be for the golf thingy, you know. And sometimes over here, they will they would have like a truck that sells snowballs, snow cones. So this looks like about halfway through the walking trail. Half, you know. I don't, and look, they're perps. See the one perping in the red with the arm raised up? They were fake waving at me. Y'all ain't my friends. You gang stalking me, you ain't my friend. Well, I forgot how many laps is a mile. And I don't really see signs.
That'd be cool. I was gonna say, would you ever do one?
Wow, the green on the trees looks so vibrant.
Yeah. No, I'm not one for like just freezing my ass off. Yeah. The baseball stadium. I guess they put them in the no stadium. Baseball, I've been to.
You know, and with photography, you know, even if you could just simply take a picture of a water fountain. Watch. And I'm a bad photographer. I'm so amateur. I'm no professional. But the photography or photo stock websites, they reject every picture I submit. And I don't even know if that's part of the gang stalking. In the zoo job, I didn't work like at the zoo, but it was a third-party company with the concessions that was based out of Covington, Louisiana. And for the fake manager, Amanda, some of the workers were saying that also saying that she was shady. She started off real nice, and she used to love me, extra, extra love me, and compliment me. And she was the one who told me that she thought I had excellent customer service skills. Nobody ever told me that before. And she, started to act like a perp, and then make it like as if, if I asked for more hours for work, she would give me more days but less hours. And when I questioned or confronted her about it, she tried to falsely make it like as if I was a narcissist that could never be pleased, while she was gaslighting and playing psych games and perping, If you give me more days but less hours to work and just reducing my hours. And their workplace mobbed me so bad with the zoo job. That's why I requested to work at the aquarium, or right outside the aquarium. And, and then she started reducing my hours. But how can you have other people work at the aquarium and give them more hours? If you can give people 40 hours or overtime, but then you giving me less than 20, you having me come in almost every day, like 6 days a week, but less hours, you ain't playing games, This right here is a magnolia tree. Let me take a picture of this flower. Hold up. Even the leaves. Huh? See how he just walked so close? Caught me off guard when I wasn't paying attention. And when I come from the zoo, then I will walk down this way. I can't believe, 45 minutes? It's gonna take longer than an hour, this video. Oh yeah, definitely, I could not do 2 or 3. Maybe I could, but I got all this on my bags. I got my bags and my jacket on, and I'm filming and recording, and got only so much that I can, and then I have to find somewhere where I can use the bathroom, charge my phone, and eat. I feel dirty and contaminated. Or I don't know if I could do what I said. Or no, because I gotta. Hi. try to get somewhere where I can recharge my phone. I feel dirty and gonna have to spray down all my clothes and my bags and everything. Oh, I see some ducks or something. Excuse me. Look like he's about to walk into me. Yeah, I do see ducks over there. Excuse me. I figured they were perps. Look at Granny Purple with the red hat, Masonic, red and black and blue. And they got purple and pink. And my family members are buried close to City Park. Yeah, if my own twin sister hate me so much that she would allow internet strangers to make decisions about my death, burial, and funeral and everything, who's the crazy one? That Grand Canyon job. Like, after that, all my stuff got stolen. I had some beautiful pictures, and I was looking good. I was much slimmer. I mean, after I got to Los Angeles and had to be homeless on the streets in Santa Monica at the beach, and the perps that stole my all my stuff. Except they only left the stuff that don't mean no good. I don't know if I can ask for help to raise funds for more funds for help for enough for a hotel, or if all the rooms are really booked like that because of the festival. I don't know. But I don't know if that guy probably was telling the truth about the rooms being full because of he didn't say it was because of the festival, but I figured maybe if he wasn't lying. What is this? Oh, man. See, if I could do something like this, and but they put SONOW instead of snow. You know, if I could make a living selling my own stuff, you know, and don't have to, and that's that perp again. If I can sell my own stuff and don't have to, you know, ask for help, that would be great. Oh no, you need a government license or permit or something, you know, permit. I'm just taking pictures. Oh. See the duckies? Saw those ducks.
It was the one that, the girl that lives in the swamps and there's a murder and
Look how close they're walking. And it's like in 2018, well, 17 and 18, when I knew I was going to be facing homelessness, I didn't know how I was going to be homeless or how I was going to survive. Damn. More ducks. I've seen it look like people must have ran 4 or 5 laps, ran or jogged 4 or 5 laps already, and I'm still not even done my first lap, first and only lap. But, you know, hi. And I took me some bentonite clay internally before I left the hotel. It's not a promise, but it's I don't even know if it's a goal, but I guess it's a wish. For me to go to City Park and Bayou St. John and show y'all a tour. And all I could afford is a poor quality phone. I can't afford a high quality phone. Hi. I miss the days where I could just be carefree and don't have to worry about gang stalking. Don't have to worry about pointing out who's gang stalking me. But I used to wonder why, if I be nice to people and they treat me mean for no reason. Oh, little dog. If I try to be nice, outgoing, and friendly, and people have their face twisted up mad, I can't kill people with kindness. If I try to be kind and nice, they be meaner. But now, I find myself can't be friendly towards these gang stalkers and have to have my guard up. And I'm angry every day that I can't get to drive a car. I'm not allowed because the stalkers trying to control and abuse and restrict my freedom. They won't let me have a job. I'm angry every day that they won't let me work and have my own car and my own job, even if it's an entrepreneurial. Have my own car and my own place to live and live in peace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. We have. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And people frequently ask if they can live or long-haired greyhound, which doesn't exist.
Well, I knew you had to be somebody different because you didn't say no
Oh, that's okay.
at all.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
And the stalkers find ways to turn my positive experiences when I try to be positive. Look, perps, when I try, they like to turn my positives into a negative. Speaking of butterflies, that's the butterfly. Ooh, more ducks.
Oh, she brought them? That's why. She just looks familiar. I don't know. You got the and oh my god.
Oh, I made the hour mark. I've been filming and recording for at least 1 hour. My phone battery, it was 88% when I started. Now it's at 74%. My nose is running. More ducks. Sorry, y'all. Watch, the online stalkers would do something like falsely accuse me of stalking and harassing wildlife or some shit like that, you know. Well, how come they're not, it's not stalking and harassing when other people are doing it? And that's how they turn my positive into a negative. Because they're stalking and harassing me. Dang. The white duck went into hiding. Hold on, there it goes. Yeah, like if I'm just doing like harmless nature picture taking or whatever, they'll be like gossiping amongst each other and be like, yeah, because Candy likes to stalk and harass wildlife and God's creation. Oh, how Christian is she? And stuff like that, you know. Or she's dumb enough that she takes pictures of leaves and trees. Like, oh, she takes pictures of dumb, stupid stuff, you know. I say all the time, if it's bothersome to y'all, then why you watching my videos? Because they're the ones stalking and harassing me. And oh, that poor little duck Candy was chasing after. And oh, she was trying to, you know, steal the duck. And she was trying to plot on how to steal the duck. I'm like, how the hell do they even come up with such a freaking lies? Stuff I don't even think about doing. And then I get abusive narcissists, you know, narcissistic abusers yelling at me, telling me I'm being negative and that I shouldn't be focusing on them. And that I should just ignore. Well, tell the police that since I got false criminal charges for shit I never even thought about doing. And they got narcissistic abusers falsely lying and saying that they're freaking targeted. Narcissistic control freak fake TI perps. That they're to cause confusion and division in the TI community and cause targets to not be friends with each other, keeping targets isolated. So here we go. This was what I was looking for. I was looking for this little baby bridge right here. And that's kind of how, like, I know I'm almost towards the end of the walk. I'm just having fun doing my thing. And like for me to do stuff like this, I'm not doing this video for the stalkers. I'm doing this for me and my supporter subscribers. This video ain't for you stalkers. So if it bothers y'all, then don't watch. But they're gonna stalk and watch, force themselves to stalk and watch and complain anyway. They complain about stuff that ain't their business. And that ain't got nothing to do with them. And they meddle in my business, trying to tell me to mind my business. Well, this is my damn business. When I'm being gang stalked, that is my business. Illegally using my pictures and monetizing my stuff without my permission because they feel like, oh, we own you. They say, oh, Candy thinks she owns that park bench. Wow, look at these fake family of perps. So now I can't take a clear picture of the other side because they're in my way. Move. I'm going to have to wait until they leave. Another perp. Because I was trying to do both angles or both sides of the bridge. And whatever you're trying to accomplish, the stalkers, they try to stop your mission and make sure your mission never gets accomplished. All right, they're moving out the way. All right, here we go. This little spot, for some reason, is like my favorite area of the park. Like one time I was in foster care and the fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, yelled at me. I think after I turned 18. And she was like, taking pictures of the ground and the sky and shit. You know, her yelling at me, talking about that, oh, me taking pictures of the ground and sky and shit. Well, people try to say you should appreciate God's creation and nature, but don't put it before God, you know. I think I'm somewhat towards the end of the trail. I'm glad I got to do this. Dang. I guess I'm going to sit down and listen to some of my Christian songs for a while. And then afterwards, go get dinner. I ain't hungry right now. Excuse me, I am not hungry right now. So yeah, I was able to eat the other piece of chicken and the meat pie and the chips and cookie and the Palestinian soda. Drink the Palestinian soda and the other juice and water and take my supplement. My stomach is feeling better, not 100%, but I'm feeling better. Excuse me, but I'm trying to do something positive and happy, you know. And the stalkers tell me, oh, you know, we don't forget we own you. And they steal my pictures and alter them and then be like, then when I share, look what they did with my pictures, then they falsely accuse me of stealing their pictures when they stole my pictures and altered it. And I'm like, look what they're doing with my pictures. Alter my pictures to either look goofy or satanic. And then they lie and say, oh, well, you're stealing my pictures. And I'm going to report you for stealing my pictures. And then they've been like, oh, well, Candy thinks that she owns the park. No, I just want the gang stalkers to get the fuck out my way. If I'm trying to take a picture or something and gang stalkers plant themselves in my way on purpose and slow me up and hold me up, you know, on purpose. Like, I don't even know the stalkers, but they claim they own me. So who's the retard? Who's the crazy one? You're claiming ownership of somebody you don't even know. Believing lies about somebody you don't even know. You believe in lies about somebody you don't know and claiming ownership of someone you don't know. I like the purple flowers. Yeah, I think we're closer to the end. So yeah, more edible clovers. What is this? I'm almost done my annoying ass video. Yeah, if my video annoys you while you're watching.
But I feel like everywhere, like, no one wants to talk.
The stalkers who don't know me try to create paint a false narrative about me and just be making up shit. Oh, I see a blue bird. I don't know if that's a blue jay. Oh, wow. Something just touched me, a fly. Damn. It flew away too fast. Oh, wow. This, whatever this is. I'm 2 days late. That's the blue jay or bluebird or whatever. Yep, we're almost at the end. How'd y'all like my tour? They're smoking weed. How many times you gonna pass by me? All right. In a big park like this, are there any bathrooms? I feel disgusted and uncomfortable. I don't think I feel comfortable using park bathrooms. Almost to the end, almost to the end. I wonder what bus is that? I mean, the way that the stuff that the stalkers come up with, just looking for some crime to falsely accuse me of. Wow, they're cyber criminals that work for Satan. Hi. Child. A lot of Christians, well, some of them talk about marveling at God's creation and appreciating God's creation. You know, almost done. Excuse me. Just about done. Almost an hour and a half. I think it normally would have took me 45 minutes to walk this whole thing. It takes other people quicker. Hold up. Whoa.
You can probably climb that.
Hey, this is for walking after bites. Walking bites. Don't go on
I'm
the
not
sideline.
sure.
You have wheels, you're on. Sorry. You got it?
So we're back at where the entrance was. Now, yeah, I used to listen to my Christian songs. You know. Uh-oh. My favorite colors. So, with these stupid MP3 players that I have, I don't like these. So, I must from now on start listening to my favorite songs. I started yesterday. Listen to my favorite songs. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was the day before. Listen to my favorite songs. Listen to my favorite songs just on my phone and not the MP3 player, and just listen to the white noise on my MP3 player, because it's frustrating on the MP3 player. The first few seconds of the song gets chopped off. I want to listen to the whole thing, the whole song. And yeah, so this is the end. It's either the end or back to the beginning. So Yeah, one frustrating thing on my phone when I listen to my songs is that if I might accidentally press a button in the phone, the song will cut off unexpectedly. But thanks for enjoying this video. I love y'all. It's now precisely 4:15 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm gonna take a rest and listen to my songs. I'll see y'all.